Chosen one. Stop. Do not scroll. Do not close this window. God says, you were never meant to fit in. Not because something is wrong with you. Because something is right with you. The enemy has been lying to you your whole life. He has been whispering that your differences are flaws. That your intensity is instability. That your sensitivity is weakness. That your passion is immaturity. That your weirdness is a problem to be solved. All lies. Every single one. The truth is harder to accept. The truth is more painful. Not because it hurts. Because it forces you to stop blaming yourself. The truth is, you were not made for the boxes they tried to put you in. You were not made for their expectations. You were not made for their approval. You were not made for their acceptance. You were made for more. Archangel Michael is standing behind you right now. His sword is drawn. His wings are spread. In his hands, he holds a scroll. Not a new scroll. An ancient scroll. A scroll that has been kept in the throne room of God since before the foundation of the earth. On that scroll, your true identity is written. Not the identity your parents gave you. Not the identity your teachers assigned you. Not the identity your friends projected onto you. Your true identity. The one heaven has been keeping secret. Why secret? Because if the enemy had known who you really were, he would have destroyed you before you could stand. If the world had seen your true face, they would have tried to exploit you. If you had known too early, you would have been crushed by the weight of your own glory. So heaven hid it, buried it, kept it safe. Until now. You are not reading this by accident. You are not here by chance. The algorithm did not choose you. Heaven did. And today, Archangel Michael has been given permission to open the scroll. To read what is written. To tell you who you really are. Type, I am ready in the comments if your spirit is stirring. Subscribe to Divine Seal. The truth is coming. Part 1. The lie you were raised to believe. Chosen one, let me tell you about the lie you were raised to believe. It is the most destructive lie the enemy has ever told. And you have been believing it your whole life. The lie is this: you are supposed to be like everyone else. From the moment you could understand words, you were told to fit in. To blend in. To not stand out. To be normal. To be average. To be acceptable. To be approved. Your parents wanted you to fit in. They were afraid of what would happen if you did not. They had seen what happened to people who were different. They were protecting you. But they were also teaching you to hide. Your teachers wanted you to fit in. The classroom was not designed for unique minds. It was designed for compliance. For uniformity. For obedience. For following instructions. For coloring inside the lines. Your friends wanted you to fit in. They needed you to be predictable. To want what they wanted. To like what they liked. To hate what they hated. To conform. And you tried. God knows you tried. You tried to laugh at jokes you did not find funny. You tried to care about things that bored you. You tried to want what everyone else wanted. You tried to dream the dreams they approved of. You tried to shrink yourself into a shape that fit. But something inside you always screamed, I am not normal. I am not like them. I was not made for this. Every time someone told you to settle, something inside you refused. Every time someone said that's just how life is, something inside you said no. Every time someone laughed at your dreams, something inside you held on tighter. Every time someone dismissed your feelings, something inside you knew they were wrong. You are not too sensitive. They are too numb. You are not too intense. They are too distracted. You are not too emotional. They are too dead inside. You are not too weird. They are too trapped in boxes that were never made for them. You are not too different. They are too same. The problem has never been you. The problem is that you have been trying to fit into a world that was not made for you. You have been trying to breathe underwater. You have been trying to fly with clipped wings. You have been trying to shine behind a mask. Chosen one, listen carefully. You were not made for this world. You were made for another world. Your origin is not Earth. Your citizenship is not here. Your home is not where your body lives. Your home is where your spirit comes from. And your spirit comes from heaven. That is why you have never fit in. That is why you have always felt like a stranger. That is why you have always been searching for something you could not name. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You are not defective. You are not a mistake. You are homesick. Homesick for a place you have never seen. Homesick for a life you have never lived. Homesick for a version of yourself that has been waiting for you to wake up. The enemy has been trying to convince you that your homesickness is depression. That your longing is emptiness. That your searching is aimlessness. That your differentness is wrongness. But he is lying. Your homesickness is proof. Proof that you come from somewhere else. Proof that you belong somewhere else. Proof that you are not from here. And today, chosen one, you are going to find out where you really come from. Part 2, the counsel you do not remember. Chosen one, I need to take you somewhere you have never been. Not in your body. In your spirit. To a moment before time existed. To a place that no human eye has ever seen. To a counsel that has only been hinted at in Scripture. Before the foundation of the earth, before the first atom existed, before light was separated from darkness, before the stars were hung in space, before the first breath entered the first human lung, there was a counsel. This counsel is mentioned in the Bible. He chose us in him before the foundation of the world. Ephesians 1 verse 4. Most people read that verse and think it is poetry. Beautiful words. Comforting thoughts. Nice ideas for a Sunday morning. They have no idea what it really means. Archangel Michael was at that council. He saw what happened. He heard what was spoken. He has been waiting for permission to tell you. That permission was granted today. At that council, every soul that would ever live was discussed. Not generically. Not as a group. Individually. Your name was spoken. Not the name your parents gave you. Your true name. The name that contains your entire purpose. The name that, when spoken in heaven, causes angels to turn their heads. The name that carries authority. The name that unlocks doors. The name that the enemy has been trying to make you forget. Your face was seen. Not the face you see in the mirror. Your true face. The face that belongs to eternity. The face that carries the fingerprint of God. The face that angels recognize. The face that demons fear. The face that the world has never seen because you have been hiding it. Your assignment was written. Not the job you work. Not the career you chose. Not the title on your business card. Your assignment. The specific thing you were born to do that no one else can do. The specific people you were born to reach that no one else can reach. The specific battle you were born to win that no one else can fight. The specific message you were born to carry that no one else can carry. Your gifts were assigned. Sensitivity. Discernment. Compassion. Revelation. Wisdom. Courage. Perseverance. Patience. Faith. Hope. Love. These were not accidents. They were not personality traits you developed. They were not learned behaviors. They were weapons. Given to you. For your assignment. Forged in heaven. Delivered to your soul before you were born. Your timeline was set. The exact moments when things would happen in your life. When you would meet certain people. When doors would open. When assignments would begin. When breakthroughs would come. When trials would come. When you would be tested. When you would be promoted. When you would be revealed. You have not been late. You have not been early. You have been exactly on time. Every delay was a protection. Every closed door was a redirection. Every disappointment was a preparation. Your tribe was chosen. The people who were designed to walk with you. The ones who understand you without explanation. The ones who see you without judgment. The ones who will fight for you when you cannot fight for yourself. The ones who will believe in you when you have stopped believing in yourself. They exist. They are real. They are coming. Not slowly. Suddenly. Your destiny was sealed. Not a vague hope. Not a maybe if things work out. A destiny. A guaranteed future. Not because you will earn it. Because it was given to you. Before you were born. Before you could earn anything. Before you could deserve anything. Before you could fail. Before you could succeed. Your destiny was already written. And then, at that same council, something else happened. The enemy stood up. He objected. He spoke against you. He said, "This one will never fulfill their assignment. This one will never know their origin. This one will be too distracted, too wounded, too late, too afraid, too weak, too broken, too forgetful, too disqualified. I will hide their true identity from them. I will bury their purpose under layers of pain. I will make them forget where they came from. I will convince them that they are ordinary, that they are nothing special, that they are just like everyone else, that they have missed their chance, that they are not good enough, that they are not ready, that they are not worthy." And the Father allowed it. Not because the enemy won. Because the Father knew something the enemy did not understand. He knew that if you discovered your origin too early, you would not be ready. You would be arrogant instead of humble, proud instead of grateful, reckless instead of wise. You would use your power to build your own kingdom instead of His. You would run ahead of His timing and burn out. You would not survive the weight of your own glory. So He let the enemy hide your origin. Temporarily. As a protection. As a preparation. As a process of refinement. The enemy thought he was burying you. He was actually planting you. The enemy thought he was destroying you. He was actually forging you. The enemy thought he was silencing you. He was actually strengthening you. Every lie he told was watering the seed of truth that would one day explode. Every attack was strengthening the warrior that would one day stand. Every betrayal was teaching you to trust the only one who would never leave. Every closed door was redirecting you to the right path. Every delay was saving you from disaster. Every disappointment was removing something that was not meant for you. The enemy was never winning. He was being used. And now, chosen one, the hiding is over. The preparation is complete. The protection is no longer needed. You are ready. The council has reconvened. Archangel Michael has presented your case. He has shown the Father the record of your faithfulness. The times you chose integrity over advantage. The times you chose kindness over revenge. The times you chose faith over fear. The times you kept going when you wanted to give up. The times you believed when everything told you not to. The Father has given the order. 3 words that changed everything in the spiritual realm. Return their origin. That is why you are reading these words right now. Not by accident. By council order. Heaven has been waiting for this moment longer than you have been alive. Your ancestors prayed for this moment. Your spiritual bloodline has been crying out for this revelation. And it is being given to you. Not because you deserve it. Not because you earned it. Because it is time. Your origin is not a mystery anymore. It is being revealed. Part 3. The 7 things your origin will unlock. Chosen one, when your origin is fully revealed, 7 things will unlock in your life. Not gradually. Suddenly. Not because you strive. Because you remember. Not because you earn them. Because they were always yours. Not because you become worthy. Because you have always been worthy. You just forgot. 1. Your identity. You will stop asking, "Who am I?" Not because you have all the answers. Because you know enough. You are not what they called you. Not what they said about you. Not what your failures defined you as. Not what your successes inflated you to. You are a child of the living God. A citizen of heaven. An heir to the throne. A co-heir with Christ. A temple of the Holy Spirit. A royal priest. A chosen generation. A holy nation. A peculiar people. Nothing else matters. Nothing else defines you. For years you have been searching for your identity in the wrong places. In relationships that ended. In careers that disappointed. In achievements that felt hollow. In the approval of people who could not give you what you needed. Part 3. The 7 things your origin will unlock. 1400 Mos. Chosen one, when your origin is fully revealed, 7 things will unlock in your life. Not gradually. Suddenly. Not because you strive. Because you remember. Not because you earn them. Because they were always yours. Not because you become worthy. Because you have always been worthy. You just forgot. 1. Your identity. You will stop asking, "Who am I?" Not because you have all the answers. Because you know enough. You are not what they called you. Not what they said about you. Not what your failures defined you as. Not what your successes inflated you to. You are a child of the living God. A citizen of heaven. An heir to the throne. A co-heir with Christ. A temple of the Holy Spirit. A royal priest. A chosen generation. A holy nation. A peculiar people. Nothing else matters. Nothing else defines you. For years you have been searching for your identity in the wrong places. In relationships that ended. In careers that disappointed. In achievements that felt hollow. In the approval of people who could not give you what you needed. In the applause of crowds that forgot you the next day. In the validation of critics who were never satisfied. But identity that comes from outside never lasts. It shifts when circumstances shift. It crumbles when opinions change. It disappears when people leave. It fades when applause stops. It collapses when criticism comes. But identity that comes from your origin is unshakable. It does not depend on how you feel today. It does not depend on what you achieved yesterday. It does not depend on who approves of you. It does not depend on circumstances. It does not depend on emotions. It does not depend on opinions. It depends on where you came from. And where you came from does not change. 2. Your voice. You will stop silencing yourself. The words you have been swallowing for years. The truths you have been afraid to say. The messages that have been burning in your chest. The sentences that form in your mind when you are alone. The things you have never told anyone. They will come out. Not all at once. But they will come. And when you speak, things will shift. Not because your words are magic. Because your words carry authority. Authority you forgot you had. Authority that was given to you before you were born. Authority that the enemy has been trying to silence. Your voice was given to you for a reason. It was not given to you to please people. It was not given to you to be popular. It was not given to you to avoid conflict. It was not given to you to keep the peace. It was given to you to declare, to warn, to comfort, to challenge, to heal, to deliver, to restore, to prophesy. Part 4. What you do with the truth. Chosen one, knowing your origin is not the end. It is the beginning. The revelation you are receiving today is not meant to sit on a shelf. It is not meant to be a nice idea you think about sometimes. It is not meant to be a comfort you turn to when life gets hard. It is not meant to be a secret you keep to yourself. It is meant to transform how you live, how you decide, how you speak, how you love, how you fight, how you stand, how you work, how you rest, how you give, how you receive. So what do you do with the truth? 1. You stop living small. The old you made yourself smaller to make others comfortable. The old you apologized for taking up space. The old you dimmed your light so others would not feel threatened. The old you hid your gifts so others would not feel jealous. The old you silenced your voice so others would not feel challenged. That ends today. You were not made to be small. You were made to be magnificent. Not arrogant. Magnificent. There is a difference. Arrogance says, I am better than you. Magnificence says, I am fully who I was made to be, and I want the same for you. Arrogance builds walls. Magnificence builds bridges. 2. You stop apologizing for being different. Your differences are not mistakes. They are features. Your intensity is not a problem. It is your fuel. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is your radar. Your passion is not immaturity. It is your fire. Your weirdness is not a flaw. It is your signature. Your uniqueness is not an accident. It is your design. Stop apologizing for being exactly who heaven designed you to be. The people who need you will not need you to be smaller. They will need you to be fully you. Not a watered-down version. Not a censored version. Not a version that fits in their box. Not a version that makes them comfortable. 3. You stop waiting for permission. You have been waiting for someone to tell you it is okay. To give you a sign. To confirm that you are ready. To validate your feelings. To authorize your existence. To approve your decisions. To bless your path. The permission already came. Before the foundation of the earth. You were set apart then. You were assigned then. You were chosen then. You were sealed then. You were marked then. You do not need another permission slip. Not from your parents. Not from your pastor. Not from your friends. Not from your fears. Not from the strangers on the internet. Not from the critics who have never risked anything. You have permission. From the highest authority in the universe. The one who spoke galaxies into existence has given you the green light. The one who parted the Red Sea has cleared your path. The one who raised Jesus from the dead has empowered your steps. What more permission do you need? 4. You stop hiding your gifts. The gifts we talked about earlier, sensitivity, discernment, compassion, revelation, wisdom, courage, perseverance, faith, hope, love, they were not given to you to hide. They were given to you to use, to bless, to heal, to save, to deliver, to restore, to build, to plant, to water, to harvest. Someone out there needs what only you can carry. Someone out there is waiting for what only you can speak. Someone out there will be saved because you stopped hiding. Someone out there will be healed because you stopped shrinking. Someone out there will find their way because you stopped pretending. Someone out there will be set free because you stopped silencing yourself. Your gifts are not for you. They are for them. Every time you hide, someone who needs you stays in darkness. Every time you shrink, someone who needs your light stays blind. Every time you silence yourself, someone who needs your voice stays trapped. Every time you play small, someone who needs your courage stays afraid. 5. You start trusting your instincts. That voice inside you that knows things it should not know? That feeling that warns you before something bad happens? That nudge that tells you to go when you want to stay? That sense that something is off even when you cannot explain why? That knowing that comes from nowhere but is always right? That is not your imagination. That is not anxiety. That is not paranoia. That is not wishful thinking. That is your origin speaking. That is your assignment trying to get through. That is heaven guiding you. That is the Holy Spirit leading you. Trust it. Follow it. Even when it does not make logical sense. Even when other people do not understand. Even when you cannot explain why. Even when you cannot prove it. Even when you cannot defend it. Your instincts are not random. They are guidance. From the one who has been guiding you since before you were born. From the one who knows the end from the beginning. From the one who has never led you wrong. 6. You start speaking your truth. The words you have been swallowing. The truths you have been too afraid to say. The messages that have been burning in your chest. The sentences that form in your mind when you are alone. The things you have never told anyone. They are not random. They are not meaningless. They are not insignificant. They are your assignment trying to come out. They are your purpose trying to be born. They are your destiny trying to unfold. Speak. Not to argue. Not to prove. Not to convince. Not to win. To release. Your words have power. Your words have authority. Your words have purpose. Your words have been given to you for such a time as this. Do not worry about who is listening. The right people will hear. Do not worry about who will reject you. The people who need you will receive you. Do not worry about who will mock you. The people who are meant to find you will recognize you. Do not worry about who will criticize you. The people who are meant to be blessed by you will not be offended by you. 7. You start moving before you feel ready. You will never feel ready. Readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision. Decide. Move. Not recklessly. Boldly. Not without wisdom. With faith. The old you waited for certainty. You waited for all the lights to turn green. You waited for the fear to disappear. You waited for the perfect moment. You waited for more information. You waited for more confidence. You waited for more resources. You waited for more permission. The perfect moment never came. It never will come. The fear never disappears. You move with the fear. You move despite the fear. You move because of what you know. And what you know is this: you are not an accident. You are not alone. You are not ordinary. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too weak. You are not too disqualified. You are not too forgotten. You are an assignment from heaven for such a time as this. And assignments are meant to be completed. Chosen one. Let me say this one more time. One more time for the ones in the back. One more time for the ones who are still doubting. One more time for the ones who are still afraid. You came from somewhere else. Not earth. Heaven. Your origin is not dust. Your origin is not chance. Your origin is not random. Your origin is glory. The enemy has been trying to make you forget. The world has been trying to make you fit in. Your own mind has been trying to convince you that you are nothing special. Your own heart has been trying to protect you from disappointment by lowering your expectations. But today, the secret is out. Today, the page is returned. Today, your origin is revealed. Today, the hiding is over. Today, the waiting is finished. Today, the war is won. You are not an accident. You were never an accident. You are not a mistake. You were never a mistake. You are not a failure. You will never be a failure. You are not forgotten. You will never be forgotten. You are an assignment. From heaven. For such a time as this. For a world that is desperate for what only you can carry. For people who are waiting for what only you can speak. For battles that have been waiting for a warrior like you. For a generation that has been waiting for your light. Do not shrink back. The world needs you to stand. Do not stay silent. The world needs you to speak. Do not hide. The world needs your light. Do not quit. The world needs your perseverance. Do not doubt. The world needs your faith. Do not settle. The world needs your magnificence. Your origin has been hidden long enough. It is time to live like someone who knows where they came from. It is time to decide like someone who knows who they are. It is time to move like someone who knows where they are going. It is time to speak like someone who knows what they have been given. Chosen one. God says, your origin was hidden from you. But I am showing it to you today. The question is not whether you will receive it. The question is, what will you do with it? The enemy is already trying to make you forget these words. He is already sending distractions. A notification. A thought. A doubt. A memory. A fear. A worry. A question. A criticism. Ignore him. Stay here. Stay focused. Stay sealed. Stay awake. Stay ready. Type, I remember in the comments. Right now. Do not scroll away. Do not close this window. Do not tell yourself you will do it later. Do not let the enemy steal this moment. I remember. Type it. Seal it. Declare it. Receive it. Subscribe to Divine Seal. Turn on the bell. The next message reveals the specific details of your origin. Not generalities. Specifics. For your life. For your assignment. For your timing. Do not miss it. Now go. Be who you were always meant to be. Your origin is calling you home. And home is waiting.